guys, and welcome back to Jalen Says. And today we are with the cast of Marvin and Jr. and the client. Now, before we get into this incredible interview, let's first bring up our sponsors. Now, first up, we got Chesson Community. Now, I've been with Chesson Community for a while now, and they are an incredible program for the youth. I mean, they promote thinking before you move. And it's really important, not just in chess, but in real life, because you don't want to end up in a place where you did something and didn't think about it beforehand. You just rushed into it and you didn't think about the consequences or what could happen if you made that move. And it's really important to have kids and even adults in this time to really be focusing on thinking before you do something. And hey, they have been a real support to me and what I am doing. So please be a support to them and check it out. And hey, even if you're not doing it because they supported me, you got to check this out because this really helps the youth and helps the kids think. So, hey, thank you, Chesson Community. And also, the Mitchell's Academy of Music and Dance. Now, I've been with the Mitchells for 2 years now, and it's been incredible. Now, they know music, they love music, they feel music, and it's just an entire vibe when you're there. It's incredible. They have had a bunch of experience in the music industry, and you really, really learn when you're with them. And let me just tell you, when you're with them, it opens up a lot of opportunities, a lot of things that you want to do. And it's just incredible. So if you have a passion for music and dance, please check out the Mitchell's Academy of Music and Dance. And also, I am a Youth Entertainer Honorary for Heaven, Help One, Help All Foundations, Inc., the Consolation Award ceremony on Saturday, May 11th. And yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. I mean, it's not often where I kind of get awarded like this, so it's really just an honor to see when I could be doing things like this. It's incredible. So, hey, if you have the time after seeing the showings of Marvin Jr. and the client, please check it out because, hey, both of these are going to be fantastic and special. All right. Now, the sponsors is over. Now, let's get into what's going on here. Now, if you guys have been looking on my Facebook and stuff like that, I have been in Marvin and Jr., and it was incredible. It's, wow, 2 weeks in a row talking about empowering with male relationships. And Marvin and Jr. is really just about having a relationship as a father with your family and with the ones around you. Because, hey, a lot of fathers, we were just about making the money, making the bread, going home, going to sleep, waking up, getting the bread, going home, going to sleep. And it's just that repetitive nature, but you don't leave in time for your kids, for the ones around you, and you kind of push them away when you're focusing on your work and your things that you need to do to bring home the bread and bring home the money and things like that. So it's a really important thing. And I do not have much information about the client, but hey, knowing Miss Nadege, it's going to be incredible. So you got to be there to stick it. You got to see both of them, all right? You got to see both of them. Now, we do have some members of the cast here right now to really talk about their experience filming it. And hey, let's see what both of them are all about. First up, we got Justin. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. Now, can you tell us what got you into the acting industry?
It just empowered me. I like doing acting stuff. I just like watching actors do acting.
Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. Now, we're going to talk about a little bit more into the filming and stuff like that later, but let's bring up our second guest, Miss Alexis Higgs. Am I saying that right? Higgs.
Higgs, yes, you said it right.
All right. All right. So, what brought you into the industry?
I've always liked. I started out as a technical director. I've been doing that over 15 years.
Wow.
I took classes. I took a class, acting class at Georgia State University, and I always had a passion for behind the scenes, and then I kind of got in front of the scenes into acting about 8 years ago. So
Wow.
it's always been a passion and a first love for me. So
Wow. Well, first off,
mhm,
thank you for being on. That's
you're welcome.
incredible. Now, next up, we have Mr. Bernard. So, how are you doing today? I cannot hear you at the moment. So, can you reload the link and hop back in? But hey, I'm getting better at lip reading. Sometimes when the thing doesn't really work well, I'm getting better at it. I think he said I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So hey, that's fantastic. Now to bring you both back in, what kind of made you want to start the entertainment industry seriously?
You want me to go first?
Yes, ladies first.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, you said what made me
Want to take it professionally?
professionally? Because I took it professionally because when you love something and it's a part of your life, you'll just do it, and it becomes your life. So it became me, and so I wanted to I said, if it's gonna be me, then I'm gonna add profession to it and make it work in my life.
Wow.
Hmm.
Now, Mr. Justin, what made you want to really get into it professionally?
My mom did it, my sister did it, and I just like to make people laugh when I'm on set.
That's incredible. So, how does it feel being a guest part of an acting family?
It feels for him.
It's
Just
Yeah,
funny.
well, it's funny. Wow. Well, actually, Miss
Yeah,
Alexa, you had something you were about to say with that. So, is your family actually in acting and entertainment too?
Well, my kids, I have two boys, and I recently did a short film of my own, and they were alone in it. One was in front of the camera, and one behind the scenes. So I'm beginning to put them along in it, and they're loving it. Mhm.
Oh, that's incredible. That's
Mhm.
incredible. Now we have Mr. Bernard back. So, hey, what brought you into the acting industry?
Oh man, acting. It actually found me, honestly. For me, I was actually just getting into it just to, just to play around, whatever. Then the Dej found me, and it was like, hey, I see you take this class. Why don't you, you know, try out for this film? I'm like, all right, cool. Tried it out, and then everything went over from there. So I think for me, it found me. But as I, got the experience and everything, it's something that grew passion, and it went from there.
So, what made you want to, I guess, make that leap and take it professionally?
I think it was just the confidence. Being around other cast members, along when I was in training, just seeing how everybody like focused and serious about the craft. So for me, I took it as a challenge, and I'm like, well, let me try something new. And the opportunity presented itself, and it was like, it was a great experience. It brought me out of the character, brought a lot out of me. So that's why I kind of just wanted to do it.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Now, I want to know from all of you, what has your, I guess, struggles been in the entertainment industry, and how did you surpass them to keep moving? Miss Alexis, you first.
The struggle is sometimes in acting and any film industry is to find a job, a career, and try to make a long-term career out of it. You have to be very creative and continue you can't just stop. I always tell people you just can't stop at acting. You have to do other things. Try to do behind the scenes because it's hard to find the work. If you could be good and you could be great, but it's going to be you're always going to have competition in acting, and somebody's going to be better than you, and they'll pick the better one over you. So you have to always be creative and don't just stop at acting. Go further.
Right.
Mhm.
Mr. Bernard, what has your struggles been in?
My struggles is fatigue. Being on set for long hours. That's something I was not prepared for. But once you go through all that, they're expecting you have the same energy you have that first minute you step on set at compared to like 4 a.m. 12 hours into set. So that would probably be my biggest struggle and learning how to like pace myself throughout the time frame being there. That's something I'm still working on, and eventually I master.
Now, Mr. Justin, what has your struggles been in the acting industry?
the biggest struggle is my age because I'm only 12 years old and I want to be a lot. I want to play sports, and I have school, and I have a whole bunch of stuff on my plate.
Right. Hey, again, props to a lot of these child actors, because basically every single one of them I know is always doing not just acting, not just schoolwork. They're most definitely excelling in their schoolwork. Then they're doing something extraterrestrial. Not that word, but but they're doing more stuff. They're doing sports. They're doing everything. So again, props to all those child actors out there, because they're doing a lot of cool things. Now, what do you want to really see from the showings of Marvin and Jr. and the Client? Miss Alexis, you first.
Okay. Marvin and Junior, I got a chance to see that. It's really good, amazing. It's a message in that. I love those movies that have messages in it. The Client is more of a thriller. Have you waiting to see what's going to happen next? I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I was in it, and it's very good.
Miss Bernard.
Yes. For the Marvin Jr., I think the big message is very, very huge. Especially as fathers, we tend to have a lot going on our plate and kind of undermine the small things that really matter. So that's a good message. That's a good message for the population to get from that. I think for the most part, like she said, it's a thriller. It's a lot of mix and matches things that transpired in that. And I think a lot of people gain a lot of insight.
So it's gonna be a thriller. All right, my mom, she doesn't really like all the scary stuff, and this is like the first time in years I'm gonna be able to see a thriller movie. So I'm hyped already. I'm hyped already. Now, Mr. Justin, what do you really want to see with the showing? I think it might be a little bit of delay.
I don't know. Just hope it's like a good film.
Hey, that's what you can hope for. You gotta hope that hey, it's No Missing the Age is gonna be incredible. I can't wait to see it. So I actually don't know. I actually don't have a lot of info on the client. So can you tell us what is the story revolving it?
You're
My
asking Bernardo.
character, I am a young,
Well, what are your
my
two?
young character, I'm young Alan.
I'm sorry, guys. I think it might be a little bit of delay between selling your stuff. But Mr. Justin, you can go first.
Uh, my character and the client is young Alan. I am a drug dealer trying to take care of my little brother, Max.
Okay. And I'll follow after him because I'm actually Alan, so you're playing the younger version of me. So I'm the one at this point in time. I transitioned from being a drug dealer to being an attorney. So just trying to get away from that lifestyle and trying to, make something better for myself. But the past always continue to haunt me. So I think that's the biggest thing.
I played the client. I played as one of the supporting friends. I, I'm the friend that's there when she makes the bad mistake, the wrong move in her life, and I'm there to, be there for her, and hopefully she don't get dealt with. But it's real good.
Yes, yes. Wow. So, what has your experience been filming the client, Miss Alexis?
It was awesome. I had my one part in there, and it was the experience was that I got from I was able to get my script in a short time and learn it, and that was a good experience for me. Overall, just the people, the cast members, the writer. Now that she's a very good writer. She put it together. Kudos to her. It's awesome writer. She knows how to put a twist in there and make it a thriller and make people get the people's attention.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Nah, definitely, I would have to agree with her as well as far as the cast. The cast definitely helped me out a lot. Like
Mhm.
before, I'm new to this industry, so having that experienced cast members be able to coach me up on the back end, and along just like guiding me throughout the whole journey. I
Mhm.
want to give a special shout out to Nadej. She definitely was doing everything from directing to
Mhm.
angles to coaching to making us laugh to getting serious. She has the jack of all trades, and she definitely made that experience amazing.
Yes. And first off, Mr. Bernard, you are a lead.
Yes. Yes, I am
So
Alex.
how does it feel being a lead when in this industry that you just really jumped into?
It was a blessing, honestly, and I think it didn't really hit me until I got on set that I was like actually leading what it really meant. Just talking to the cast members, letting they tell me their journey, their story to get to that point. And just to hear that, I got there on my first try is a blessing, but I definitely didn't, underestimate it. And again, I was looking at it from a studious standpoint, not in the sense of like, just bragging or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So, Mr. Justin, how was your experience filming it?
I work with a great cast and a great director.
Hey, hey, that's what you can hope for when you really work in this industry. And Miss Alexis, you're kind of a pro at this really by now. And how has your experience been from switching behind the camera, in front of the camera, being a technical director, and doing all that stuff? How is it?
Um, Acting was it was a little, it came natural. I didn't know it was natural till people told me you're a natural. I was like, oh, for real? Okay. But it was it's the challenging parts comes in. I started out in plays, stage plays. And then the difference is in the stage play, when I'm playing in stage plays and when I'm playing a movie, stage plays is more nervous for me because I can't mess up. When I'm in TV, if I mess up, I can go just do it again. So the challenge was a little bit shy and timid, but once you get in it and get comfortable with your lines, studying is the key. When you study and study a character, and I try to become the character, not just play a role. I try to become it, and so it becomes natural and easy. But the challenge part is just get just I don't know. The challenge with to me for somebody just coming in, remembering your lines. Right.
Now, being a part of the behind the scenes, I have a question for you.
hmm
Does it kind of like bug you when you see something that's not entirely perfect or not entirely the way that you do it?
It don't bug me. Well, not in the sense of bugging me. It's just more of a let's fix this. Let's do it the right way. Like I said, when we're filming, the great thing about filming, you do it again. Take two. You know, when something is not right, a cool, level-headed director. When you know what you're doing, you're gonna have the director that's level-headed and cool and laid back. When it's somebody who's on edge, you kind of question, do you really know what you're doing? Because
Mhm.
you being mean. But I'm the more cool, level-headed director. Mhm.
Now, Mr. Bernard, how many things have you been working in since now, and how long ago have you started?
I actually started August last year.
Wow.
I started August last year, and then obviously did the client, did the Marvin Jr. I actually took a little break because I ended up buying a house, so I was trying to make sure that was taken care of first.
Wow.
I actually right now auditioning for like a theater play.
Wow.
So I'm just trying to get back my feet back in it again. But for the most part, I haven't lost my craft. It's more so I've been perfecting it on the back end. So now it's just more so getting back on stage again.
That's incredible. That's an incredible amount in two projects within that time is incredible. So
Okay.
props to you. And
Mhm.
I did see something on your Facebook talking about properties and stuff like that. So it seemed like something. I know this isn't a revolving around acting, but it's a big milestone for you. So I'd like for you to, I guess, talk about it for a little sec.
Yes, so I was fortunate enough to buy a multifamily, a four-family house. Something that I always want to do for myself. Just looking at it from the standpoint of growing up in an impoverished neighborhood. I was homeless a couple of times when I was a kid. So fast forward to this point where now I can provide a home for others. It was just a blessing. And also understand that there's a housing shortage here in the United States. And that's something I want to be a part of and try to make a change. 'Cause I know what it's like. Want someone to have like a shelter, I guess a solid shelter underneath them, what the benefits that comes with. So it was just a blessing I was able to make that move, and literally right after we finished shooting the client, and then also it was in the middle of doing the Marvin Jr. So it was just a blessing to be able to have that.
It surely is. It surely is. Now, Miss Alexis, I do see something on your YouTube showing about some skits and things, I think. So are you kind of like a writer too?
Yes, I am a writer. I have my own short film out there called "So Is the Mother." I just recently I
Wow,
filmed that in February. I'm the writer and producer of that film.
that is incredible.
Hmm. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, it
Wow. So
is.
is this your first time dipping your feet into really, I guess, doing all of the behind the scenes stuff?
You said, is it my first time? Oh,
Yes.
no, that was my first own short film of my own. Yes, but
Wow.
not my because almost every film that I've done except for the client, I was asked to write my part. I added some parts in, and that was a blessing because that's how I found out. Oh, I could write now. So, my character. I would switch up my character, and the directors gave me the permission to do that. So I got the idea I could do it on my own, and I did it. So, mhm,
That's incredible. Now, I have a
mhm.
question for all of you. What is your thing that you want to achieve within the next, I guess, before 2025 with your career?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I want to own my own studio and network company,
Okay.
and I want to also be a like cab casting. I want to have my own casting company.
Mr. Bernard?
For me, I probably say is having more films under my belt, getting more reps. That's the biggest thing for me. I think once I get more reps, obviously the natural talent will come out, and I'm hopefully fortunate enough, land something big. But for the most part, just continue to build my catalog and just go from there.
Mr. Justin, what is your plans that you want to do within the next year for your career?
I want to be an actor. I want to start modeling.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. Now, with being, I guess, pro at this, Miss Alexis, how do you feel when you have newer people in set with you, and how do you, I guess, coach them? Sure.
I always try to encourage them. The complaints that I've heard, like Bernard would say, the long hours. But I always I always tell them that comes with the job, that comes with loving. When you love what you do, you're gonna love everything about it. And I always try to encourage them, continue, never limit yourself, never try to say I won't do that, I won't do that. Just do it all. Go for it all, learn it all, and you before you know it, you have all kind of roles and behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. Just dip your hands in everything, just try everything. That's how I try to encourage. And I love the new actors because they're so thrilled and it's something new to them. And so that's why I try to introduce them to more than just acting. I introduce them to the everything that's in the entertainment industry. Don't
Yeah.
just stop at that. Mhm.
She's definitely right about that hours, man. That was something like I don't think nobody really can prepare for that. You really got to just go through it, experience it, and then
It's
once
something.
you
It's
get it,
something.
yep.
You know you had a long day when you go to sleep and you dream about the script that you have to say.
Right. Hmm.
Mhm.
Now, Mr. Bernard, you were on Marvin Jr. as well. So can you tell us what is the message that you want to see people get from watching it?
Um, I want people to understand just from a father standpoint the things that really goes on behind the scenes as far as like we have so much things that he trying to do to provide for his family. But also in the standpoint, it's like, okay, these are things that he just naturally miss and be oblivious to. It's not like he did it on purpose. It was just something that, he was trying to do something better for his family. And sometimes I hope, people who are watching, they can see like, okay, having gentle reminders like, hey, man, you're doing too much. You need to take a break. You need to, go chill with your family. Like small stuff like that adds up. And for most men, they kind of don't understand that because they don't have that support system. So I think that's something that, it will bring a lot of eyes and attention to as far from a father standpoint. Because we always see a lot of, from a women's standpoint, you see people like Tyler Perry, they always give that women perspective. So this perspective is very, very good. So now people can see both sides and make that adjustment.
Now, how do you really get in character with the scripts that you are in? Because with Marvin Jr., you're just that. First, I guess with Menard, with Marvin Jr., you're just that kind of uncle character playing ball, and then you're selling some explicit stuff now. So how do you
Right.
really get between characters and really find a way to fit with your character?
I mean, honestly, I try to draw from personal experience. I mean, I ain't say I was a drug dealer. I'm not saying or denying anything on record, you know. But I try to draw from personal experience, either something that I went through or something that I know somebody else went
Got
through.
it.
So I
Yeah.
try to draw
Mhm.
from that and like bring that part out and bring them to light. So when they do watch it, they can at least see like, okay, this part of them is into me in this character, you know. So I feel like that was the best way for me to do that. And also, I am an uncle, so I definitely understand in regards to that role and what that entails. So I try to bring that part into that role as well.
So, Miss Alexis, how do you really get into character?
Pretty much I'll study and study it, and what I do, I put it in my mind. If I haven't, like Bernard said, if I haven't personally experienced it, I put it in my mind and I draw from others. Mainly though, I put it in my mind and I just try to more so become it. And you could become that by studying it and put it the character in your mind as if, oh, this is me, this is what I've done before, you know. So it's pretty much what I do.
Now, Mr. Justin, how did you get into character for this role?
Or with my mom, I watched movies around the characters I was playing.
Okay. So, how do you see yourself growing, and what measures are you going to take to really grow more in the industry? Starting off with Mr. Justin.
Taking more acting classes.
Okay. Mr. Bernard, how do you see yourself, I guess, growing, and what precautions are you going to make to really grow in the industry?
Uh, just reps. I think the biggest thing you can learn is from watching others. So I try to watch movies. I try to watch actors. My biggest two actors that I watch a lot is Denzel Washington and Martin Lawrence. The fact that they have a lot of diversity. So I try to take a little bit from them along with others and try to apply it to my game and continue to go from there.
Now, Miss Alexis, what do you want to do to keep growing and eventually get that studio?
I got to keep networking. That's the key. Keep networking. Keep meeting different people that's in the industry, that's in the film industry, because you never know who you're gonna meet. You can. I met some amazing people that have either put me on or showed me the way. So that's what this business is about.
Now, I'm pretty sure, Miss Alexis, you already feel this, and Mr. Bernard, you might feel this. But do you know when you're now like watching movies, you look at the sets and you see, hey, wait a second, that wasn't like that before in the last cut. That was moved, that was changed. Her hair was
Mhm.
different. Do you get that stuff now?
Yeah, that's why
Definitely.
it's called continuity.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's tough to watch movies now while trying to analyze it. Before you kind of just watch it just as a casual fan, but now when you watch it, you kind of look at it for the small things that the regular eye wouldn't catch.
Hmm.
Yeah, because like now you basically like I think that's why I started switching more to animated and stuff like that. But now when you have to watch something, you just kind of like have to turn off your acting brain for a second and just be like, this is funny and just I guess look at it now, right?
Right.
Hmm.
Def- Definitely tough.
Exactly.
Wow. And now we have our next guest up here, Mr. Michael James. So can you tell us what brought you into the acting industry and how was your experience filming the client?
My experience, how did I get into the acting industry, first of all, foremost? I moved to Atlanta. I was engaged and I tried to be a regular Joe. And the woman I was engaged to introduced me to acting. So I started out doing like background work and extra work. So I did like 40 some films doing background and extra work in 2022. By 2023, I got my first speaking role, and then I end up doing 13 lead and supporting lead roles, and 3 of them are out now, and now I'm at 8 roles I've just done for 2024. So,
Wow.
yeah.
So what made you want to take that leap and take it professionally?
Well, I already did. I was already in part of entertainment. I was rapping, and I used to be signed with 3 6 Mafia, the rap group back then, and I used to do a lot of writing for a lot of artists as well. So I was already part of entertainment. I did my first short film in 2012 called "Dude, Where's My Guard," and it was a comedy. So I always been into entertainment anyway since I was a kid. I used to tell jokes for my cousins to like me back in the day. So yeah, I used to imitate Eddie Murphy's Raw stand-up comedy. You probably too young to understand that one or even know about that one, but yeah,
Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Now, how was your experience filming on The Client?
Say that one more time.
How was your experience filming The Client?
That was great. Um, it felt like a character I already knew. Someone I've already probably have experienced in my life before. You know what I'm saying? Past life at that. But it was great, man. The cast was great. Working with Bernard was good, man. He was a great listener, a great actor to work with as well. So it was some of the lines we end up coming up ourselves, just improving. So I can't wait to actually see this whole thing unfold. I done lost the sound, brother. I couldn't hear
I,
you.
I think he on mute.
Dang it. All right, I'm back. But how did
All right.
you guys get in contact with Miss Nadege?
She actually hit me up personally. She hit me up on my Facebook. She hit me on my Facebook, asked me about a role, and I read the script. Let's see if y'all can see my face. So I read the script, and it was dope. It was dope. I fell in love with the script, so it was real good. Justin, what's up, man? Justin, I saw you on. Is it Father May I?
You said
I think
Dylan.
so.
Hmm.
Father May I?
Yeah, probably.
Working with Dr.
I
Speller,
think so.
Dr. Miles Speller.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, you did great. You did great. I can't wait to see part 2.
Yes. Wow.
Thank you.
Mr. Bernard, how did you get in contact with Miss Nadege?
Mr. Des found me on Instagram. So I was modeling. And then she reached out to me, and it was a particular role that she wanted to do. Something different than the client. And then she was like, "Oh, have you been an officer?" I was like, "Yeah." So, and then went from there. Again, auditioned for her, and then it pivoted to the client, and been talking daily ever since.
Wow. Now, Miss Alexis, how did you get in contact with Miss Nadege?
I actually think she put something out on one of the actors at casting, and I answered it, and she answered me right back, and then she started. And we started from there. Mhm.
Okay. Now, Mr. Justin, how did you get in contact with Miss Nadege? Might be a little bit of lag. Justin, how did you get in contact with Miss Nadege?
Through my mom. She's my talent manager. She gets all my work and she got in contact with her.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
I wish
Now,
I had a mom that did that.
Right.
Man, I already got a manager. Damn, he doing the damn thing.
so most of you guys have prior experience in some type of industry. Now, Mr. Bernard, what got you into modeling?
Modeling, that was something that a lot of people just kept telling me, "Oh, you should take pictures and all that stuff." I was just doing it, to support my friend's brand. But then also I got into modeling just to work on myself. When you're in front of the camera, you see so many different emotions that you don't necessarily notice. So I was just trying to perfect that, perfect my craft, and just become a better individual. And the rest kind of took over from there, as far as like modeling, finding the management company, and then obviously pivoting over to the acting industry. So I mean, I probably say that probably the best thing I probably ever done, as far as like working on myself, and everything blossomed from there.
Now, Mr. Michael, what made you want to start taking rap professionally? Because a lot of people they rap out with their friends and stuff like that, but you made the decision to take it professionally. So what made you want to do that?
To my rapping,
Yes.
man. Listen, I made my first single because I started off with battle rap. That was my thing. I used to battle rap and little ciphers and stuff like that. So I used to win like a lot of money just battling people just off the muscle. But Taking It Serious was my first single called The Memphis Walk. And you can Google this actually. And I had an altercation with another rap artist named Yo Gotti. And this is a past life. And I hope this is a PG-13 or a PG uh interview
You good?
situation. But yeah,
Listen, you good? You good?
yeah. So I shot up his birthday party because he ended up trying to steal my song.
Oh, let's just use a little bit more, family friendly language. Let's say
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was just
I
trying.
went up
So
to,
we
I
had an
went up,
altercation. And he tried to steal the song Memphis Walk. But we cool now. That was years ago. We all right now. We've been in basketball games with each other and everything else. But yeah, when that altercation happened, it made news around Memphis, and it just started circling around the music entertainment. So my name became real hot. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm in this now. So yeah, due to that situation is what got me deep in the music game. So shouts out to Yo Gotti, man. You know what I'm saying? I hate that situation happened, but it happened. And it happened and went on for a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I live the past. Listen, bro, my past life was something reckless back in the day. But look at God. Look at God
Right.
now.
We mean by shout out, he drove by there. He drove by there for the family
he
folks.
he
He
just
drove
went
by.
by and said hello. He went by,
Yeah.
he
That's
he
it.
said hello.
He had
They
confetti.
had,
That's
they
what
had
it
an
was.
arm wrestle. They had an arm wrestle. That's what happened. It was just
Yeah,
like,
okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all say that.
All right. So a lot of people, you said back in the day you changed and stuff like that. So how do you, I guess, get in that mindset of changing? Because a lot of people they're like, nah, I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna do that again. Nah, who tried me? Who tried me? So how did you get in that mindset to change?
My mindset came from facing 35 to life in
Mm.
prison. Facing 35 to life in prison. Um, and I had my son and
Mhm.
um, and watching and I knew young Dolph personally. And when Dolph died, it became very, very reckless in my city. So I got up out of Memphis. So that was the change for me. It took three scores for me actually. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't get those three chances, but it took three for me. I've been shot. Temporary paralyzed. I faced 35 to life in prison, and having someone close to you pass away doing music. It just, I just, yeah, I had to get up out of there.
So are you still in the music industry, or have you just gone away from that?
I kind of got away from it, but it's slowly moving back into my career path because the people I work with, like Terry T. Miles, shouts out to Terry T. Miles. He got a movie coming out called Offline. And I did a song. I have so many unreleased songs. I think I got 100 and some unreleased records. And I pulled up a song called Social Media. And it was pertaining to his movie. And I let him hear it. He was like, yo, I need to use it for the score. It's like, all right, cool. So then after that, the movie I just did with Dr. Miles Spelling, Don't Phone With Me Twice. she heard two of my records and she's using it for her movie. So now I'm into, and the film I just co-directed called Sinful Lies, I'm using some of my music and some the homies back home music for that. So it's slowly bringing itself back to me. So
Wow. All right.
yeah. Everything resurfaced, man. Everything resurfaced actually. You know what I'm saying? It's just timing. Everything is timing.
Yes, it is.
Full
Yes, it is.
circle.
So,
Yeah.
Mr. Michael, what do you want people to see when they watch The Client?
I want people to see how friendship can turn into something um, reckless when there's a lot of jealousy. Someone chooses another path than the other individual, um, because friendship is a lot. It has a lot to do with this film, friendship. And once one of the friends, just want to have a different mindset. Like we just got to explaining about myself, and I've experienced the hate and jealousy among myself with friends when I changed my whole life set. So when people watch this film, I want them to understand this is actually like real life, and I just want to bring that character to life and that whole thing. Just me being who I am as an actor, I want to be the voice of the voiceless. So through my acting, it may just help somebody, I guess. But I want people to just understand the friendship values of friendship, necessary values of friendship.
Yes. And actually, me and Mr. Elijah, we actually worked together on a film that just recently came out called Lumps, and it was incredible. So, right, another connection.
Shouts out to you, brother.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow. Now, all right, let me bring up one of you guys at a time to talk about what you guys do when you're not doing what you do. I mean, you are a rapper, actor, you are a model actor, you are a film, you do a lot of stuff. You're technical director, behind the scenes, you do a lot of stuff, and you're an actor. And Mr. Justin, he's doing the sports, he's in school, and he's an actor. So starting off with Mr. Bernard, what do you do when you have a chance to chill out, relax, and just stay home?
Shoot, I try to catch up with my rest. I think the biggest thing is I'm always doing something, whether I'm doing something as far as like acting or modeling, or I'm doing something for my regular 9 to 5 job, or I'm doing something for the house. So I really don't find time to actually rest. That's something that I'm working on just to prioritize for myself. But for the most part, I try to, have some downtime with the guys, with the friends, kind of just being human. I think that's the biggest thing a lot of people kind of put to the back burner with yourself, because you're always trying to like make sure your ducks in order. You're trying to make sure your friends are good. You're trying to make sure your career is good, but then you all put yourself last. But that's not a good formula, especially as you get older and you get a family and all this other stuff. Like it could be it could be detrimental to you in the end.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Now, I see that you are working on a lot of stuff personally, which is a lot of incredible stuff. Do you have any goals that you want to, I guess, achieve for yourself?
As far as like on a personal level outside of acting and modeling.
Yes.
Yes. So, just like Mr. Justin is, I'm in school as well. So I'm trying to get my master's in social work. I'm definitely trying to, get into the broader spectrum of working with athletes who transitioning from their sport into the real world. So that's something that I'm really adamant about. I try to, go back to my university, speak to the kids, speak to the high school kids, speak to the middle school kids,
Wow.
because that's something that's embedded into our community. We always got that aspect like, oh, the only way you can make it out is through sports, but nobody talk about what happens when you don't make it through sports, and they feel like their life is over, and they kind of go down the wrong path. So I'm trying to get them that insight, and again, that's part of the reason why I branched off into the modeling, into the acting, just to show like, hey, somebody from the same hood, same city, or same background as you is doing all these different things. You can too. So that's a big reason why I pivoted into this type of area.
So, wait, how long have you been doing modeling now?
Modeling, I probably say for 3 years.
Wow. Okay. What's your goal with it?
Um, Again, the original goal was more so just to work on myself and become better. just to be a better overall individual. Then from the next layer from that, it ended up being like, okay, helping others, showing the community that they can do it as well. They don't always have to rely on sports, or they also can do two things at once. But now it's more so just brand recognition, trying to get my name out there. Ultimate goal is trying to work with Nike. Just being a former athlete, you always want to be part of those type of companies. So just continue just to grow and just, be open minded and see what it takes me.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Now, Mr. Michael, what can you do when you're not thinking about all the unreleased music that you have? Because it's a lot of music. You can't let that good work go to waste. Come on, you gotta put it out there. You gotta put it out there. Now, what do you do when you're not, thinking back, looking at your music? When you're not acting, what do you do to just relax?
Jalen, let me ask you a question. How old are you?
I am 14.
Bro, you remind me so much of my son because he got the pointy eyebrows and everything. But yeah, he's very intellectual as well. So, but no, what I do, I really, I don't know, bro. I believe if I get too quiet and sit down too long, I'm gonna have a real issue. I have to stay busy. Like right now, I'm doing my brands called Set Life Apparel. It's for just going on set, representing your passion and fashion, and just my clothing line, and just studying my lines, and also writing my. I just wrote 2 films, and I'm writing on a sitcom right now. Well, not a sitcom, but a series. So I got to stay working, bro. You know what I'm saying? I get enough sleep. You know what I'm saying? 4 5 hours. The people tell you 8 hours, but that's crazy. But yeah, but I just stay working out, man. And when working out as well, 'cause I used to be chubby as hell when I first got in this thing. I was like 265. I'm at 209 now. So I just got to stay busy. If I don't stay busy, I'm gonna have a problem. I got children, brother. The money got to keep coming. So
Now, what is your goal with acting?
the goal is just like what Alexa said, man. I want to have my own studio. I'm in progress right now of having my own film production. One of my cats just moved down here to Atlanta, and he brought all his equipment with him. You know what I mean? Six K cameras, microphone, and everything else. So he's ready to work. So we're having a meeting next week about having our own production company here. So, and it's just not for my films, for other people's films as well. You know what I'm saying? Just starting that business with that, and yeah, just staying consistent, brother. You know what I mean? Just writing my own films, also acting in major films. I just finished, well, not finished, but just released this new film called Tears of a Hustler that I'm in with Silk White. So, I mean, everything is taking off, man. Everything is taking off. So the goal is to stay consistent, brother. However, God, whatever God has planned, because I can plan all day, but I can't go by my plan. I'm only going by the Most High plan, because I didn't plan some stuff that didn't go as planned. So,
Hey, that's the way to live. You gotta keep moving.
yeah, you got to
work on it. It's incredible.
Yes, sir.
First off, wow. Now, next up, you got Miss Alexis. Now, what do you do when you're not doing all the stuff that you do? Because that's a lot of stuff. Because I know the directing and technical, that's a lot of work. I see
Yeah.
it's sometimes pretty stressful. So, what do you do when you got a chance to relax?
I start out in the morning, working out, go to I work from home, so I work. I have a 9 to 5 that I've been working over 20 years. I'm raising my kids, and when I'm not doing that, I'm at night. I'm writing, preparing for my next film. And my cousin, he's a director, R.J. Ramsey. We're taking turns with these movies, and I'm studying my lines, getting prepared for somebody else's film while I'm working on my own.
Now, what do you really want to achieve, I guess, with your entirety of your career?
I want to achieve my own. I see people like Tyler Perry, 50 Cent. They build their own studios because it's kind of hard for us in Hollywood. So They don't want to give it to me, I'll go take it. I want to just achieve creating my own. I want my own movies, my own studio. I want that's my goal. So people need to so we have a Tyler Perry, now we need a woman Perry. So,
Okay. Okay, well, all right. All right. Now, thank you so much. Now,
mhm.
next up, Mr. Justin, what do you do when you're not, at school, when you're not working on sports, when you're not acting? What do you do when you have a chance, sit back and, I guess as some people say, be a kid?
I play with my dogs. I love animals. And if acting doesn't work out, I'll just be a veterinarian.
Okay. Okay. What made you want to really think of that as another, I guess, career for you?
I've always loved animals since the day I was here. I've had so many dogs, so many types of animals,
That is
and I
awesome.
just really love them.
That is awesome. That is correct. You know, on the topic of animals, I first wanted a dog, and that was when I was young, and my mom said, "You're not having a dog." So I was eventually saying, "Oh, what about a hamster?" And my mom had a hamster, so she said, "No hamsters." Then she was trying to get me to get a goldfish, and I don't want the snack that smells back. So I eventually decided to get a reptile, and I was gonna say a snake. I didn't get a snake. I got a bearded dragon, which is pretty incredible. I had her. I just lost her recently, and hey, while I had her, it was incredible. It was something. Now I have two dogs, and they're big bundles of joy. I see why my mom didn't let me have them at first because they're a lot of work. But I mean, it's just incredible. Pets are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
I, Mr. Michael, you're saying something right now. You're saying something right now. What are you saying? What are you saying?
Mr. Justin, brother Justin has come a long way. When I was on set with Mr. Justin the first time with the client, he was a little everywhere at first, but now that brother Attikins is on point right now, brother. I want to commend you. I want to salute you, young man. You have come a long way, sir, and your acting and that Father May I was great, brother. So I just want to salute you, young man. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay on the path you on, and keep the etiquettes you have right for yourself right now, man. Just stay humble because you was a lot different when we was on set. You was some everywhere.
Thank you.
Now, speaking of that, one last time. Hey, this Saturday. Wait, let me bring up the flyer. Let me bring up the flyer. Let me bring up the flyer. This Saturday from noon to 3. You got to be there. You got to watch it. You're gonna see me on the big screen. You're gonna see them on the big screen. It's gonna be fantastic. And hey, Ms. Nadej, she did an incredible job. I mean, first off, I can't wait for the client. It's gonna be a surprise to me. I seen a little bit of Marvin and Jr. I didn't see the finish yet, so I know that one's gonna be great. But I'm ready. I'm ready. So can you tell them? I guess Mr. Bernard, can you tell them how can they see the movies?
As far as the client wise, that one's we haven't figured that part out yet. As far as the Marvin and Jr., I think Nadez might have something on YouTube right now.
No, I think we took that down. They just put
Just
it in
took
the
it down.
film festival. Yeah, it's in
Uh,
the film festival now.
okay,
So
so that's
yeah.
so what would that
Well,
take
I
like
meant
a
to
year?
say, how can they see it in person? How can they, go over there? Where is it?
I think it's in what is it in Hampton, Georgia. Um,
Mm-hmm.
for those who are in the Georgia area, more so the Hampton area, just come on out. Saturday, come see all of us, come meet us, get to know us on a personal level. Also, more importantly, get to meet the dads. As you can see, she put on a great cast.
Yeah.
Great group of people that came together. We all came from different walks of life. We had to put this all together. Again, me and Jalen on the Marvin and Marvin Jr. Obviously, me and everybody else on the client, and you will see the bond, the chemistry that we all made within being on the set. So, I think it'd be a good time to branch out, network, and have fun. Sit back and watch our work, our hard work that we put into,
Yeah.
especially with the long hours. Going back to talking about the fatigue part, the long hours we put into this, and see the hard work pays off.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Now, thank you all for coming on, and thank you for doing what you guys do. It's pretty inspirational. So, can you tell us where can we follow you? Starting off with Mr. Bernard.
You can follow me on Instagram. You type in Bernard Davis, or you type in Nard with 2 D's, so NARD, and then _88. That was my college jersey number. That's not the year I was born. I get that question.
Damn.
But again, also you can find me on Facebook under Bernard Davis as well.
Now, Mr. Michael, where can we follow you?
Follow me on Instagram, Michael James _presents. And you can find me on Facebook as Michael Sewell, SEWELL. And same thing is on X, well, Twitter, Michael James. So
Now, Mr. Justin, where can we follow you?
On Instagram at okay, that's Justin.
All right. Now, Miss Alexis, where can we follow you?
You can follow me on Facebook, Lex Love Filming, and on Instagram it's Lex's Love Filming. You can follow me on Instagram there, and also on YouTube, Lex Love TV, and subscribe, please.
All right. Yes, please subscribe. Subscribe and subscribe to me. Hey, I mean, it's just about no $9.99, no $1.99, no
Free.
$99. It's free. Free. Please share. Please do all that. And hey, make sure to support these actors because they did an incredible job. And again, make sure to see Marvin and Jr. and The Client. The tickets are only $5. $5. Have you went to a movie theater today? See, they didn't say anything. You know why? Because it's so expensive. Like $30 one ticket, maybe even $40 if you're watching a good movie. It's crazy. It's only $5. So please,
$5.
come see it. It's gonna be incredible. It's from noon to 3, and it's pretty awesome. You're gonna have a great time. It's first off,
I haven't heard of $5 movie tickets since I was a kid.
It's been a while.
I think I was about Justin's age when they were selling tickets for $5 for the theater.
It's incredible. So please make sure to check it out. And hey, if you can't get there, please, hey, just buy a ticket. Support. Again, only $5. It's incredible to really just see what this is, and it's a really inspiring story. The first one, Marvin and Jr. I play Junior, Marvin Jr., and it's really just about a father being a father instead of just a provider. And it's really important to talk about these days, and especially seeing how a lot of people with this goes back to my last interview, which also talked about being, a good man as a whole, not just as a strong stone person. It's a lot of people talk about men are not needed anymore. And hey, my opinion on it is both of us are needed in this society. Man, woman, we all are needed in the society to really grow and prosper. And this is just talking about not just being a man to pay the bills, pay for your wife, pay for your girlfriend, pay for your kids. It's about being a man to be a man to show your kids what to do, to be an inspiration, to be a rock, and just to be a person as well. So hey, please make sure to check it out. And also The Client. The Client's a surprise to me. Now I don't really even know. So I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for it. I don't know what it's
about. Something serious,
you don't
man.
want to miss it.
I'm excited for that.
You don't want to miss it. I'm hyped. I can't wait to see it. And again, thank you all for coming on. Thank you to the actors. Thank you, Mr. Justin. Thank you, Ms. Alexis. Thank you, Mr. Bernard. Thank you, Mr. Michael. Thank you all for coming on and doing what you do.
Thank you, Nadej. Wonderful.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you,
thank you to the writer of this film.
Yes, especially thank you, Miss Nadej, because you did an incredible job writing this.
Yes.
It's incredible. So thank you, the actors, one last time. And hey, go down to the description. It'll be there in around an hour. You'll see all their acts. You'll see where to follow them. You'll see all their upcoming stuff. So please make sure to check them out. Make sure to check them out. And again, guys, thank you all for coming on. Thank you for being all right. I don't know how it ended up on his last. That he must have did some kind of magic trickery to like promote his brand. But okay, make sure to check out his brand, Set Life. And guys, thank you all for coming on. And I don't know how that happened, but thank you guys for coming on. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. And hey, I'm trying to reach a milestone. It's really impressive seeing how far I've come. And hey, make sure to check out Marvin Jr. and the Client. And hey, guess what? Look at that time right there. That says 3 p.m. Guess what that leaves you time for? That leaves you time to, after watching both of the movies, to come over and hey, congratulate me because I am an honoree at the Youth Constellation for Heaven Help One Help All award ceremony. So please make sure to check that one out as well. And I'm really glad to see when I get to like do stuff like this, because most of the time I'm talking about other people doing their stuff. So it's really cool when I get to really, I guess, be on stage and talk about what I do kind of more instead of it's just incredible. So thank you so much. And also our sponsors. Thank you to Church and Community for really teaching the youth to think before they move, because it's a really important topic, not just for the youth, but for some adults too. And especially in this time, to really think before you make a big decision, because sometimes you just make a good decision for, oh, wow, this may look really cool for now. Let's say if you're playing chess, oh, hey, I'm about to capture a queen. No, you're about to get mated because you didn't look at the full situation. You didn't look at the full picture. And hey, you made a bad move in life. And this really lets you think before you do what you do in life, not in just chess, but in life. So it's really important for kids to have a program like this. And they really helped me. So please, hey, Chess and Community. It's for the community. It's free. And it's really awesome. So please make sure to check out Chess and Community in the description below. Now, also the Mitchell's Academy of Music and Dance. I've been with the Mitchells for around 2 years now, and it's really incredible. They know music, they love music, they feel music, and being with the Mitchells opens up a huge opportunity for you. And it's just incredible. And they really just teach you music, they teach you theory, they teach you all this stuff, and you'll grow when working with them, let me tell you. So if you do have a passion for music and dance, please check out the Mitchell's Academy of Music and Dance. Now, hey, thank you all for coming on. Make sure, again, check out Marvin and Jr. and the Client, only $5 in Hampton, Georgia. Make sure to check it out. It's going to be incredible. So please check it out. And guys, subscribe and stay tuned. Peace.